Hello and welcome to Nova Southeastern University's College of Pharmacy. My name is Doey Kincaid and I'm the coordinator of Student Services and Recruitment for the Palm Beach program.
My name is Kimberly Doey and I also work within the Palm Beach program. We are going to take you behind the scenes here at the College of Pharmacy to give you an inside look at a unique application of distance education.
The College of Pharmacy has 3 sites. Our site is located in Palm Beach Gardens, the main campus is located in Fort Lauderdale, and we have a 3rd location in Ponce, Puerto Rico. Our program is taught through a blended delivery method, including face-to-face, live video broadcast, and online lectures and coursework. We utilize the latest innovative technology to engage our students in the curriculum.
Today, we will take you on a journey to understand how our program works and to identify some areas that are being successfully implemented. We will also point out some areas that we feel are in need of improvement.
Nova Southeastern University's Doctor of Pharmacy program is fully accredited by the Accreditation Council for Pharmacy Education, also known as ACPE. This accreditation is vital to the success of the program, as students must have graduated from a fully accredited university in order to be fully licensed as practitioners. Accreditation hinges on the effective delivery of the curriculum. ACPE closely monitors all colleges of pharmacy in terms of curriculum and instructional delivery methods to be certain that all colleges are utilizing the best form of instruction to ensure the success of the pharmacy student in the profession upon graduation. The unit of measure that is used to determine a program's effectiveness is the NAPLEX exam pass rate. NSU's pass rate hovers at approximately 90%. Here we will discuss the current blended format of instruction and determine areas that are working well as determine some areas that may be in need of improvement or enhancement. Our 75,000 square foot student educational center here at the Palm Beach site was completed in July 2011 and showcases the latest in cutting-edge technology. Our small class size promotes team building and long-lasting professional relationships with peers and faculty. The majority of pharmacy lectures are provided from the Fort Lauderdale campus via interactive video broadcast technology. The students do enjoy live synchronous lectures from faculty based at the Palm Beach Educational Center or from visiting faculty from the Fort Lauderdale campus. Compressed video technology and video conferencing are used to provide lectures between sites simultaneously, which provides for live interaction between faculty members and students regardless of location. Students are provided with identical classroom materials. They have on-site computer and pharmacy laboratories for hands-on lab work, a resource center that houses textbooks and journals, and access to the Health Professions Division state-of-the-art electronic library. A few of the courses are offered via online asynchronous format as well. Curriculum design, including policies, processes, and preparation for the blended courses, come from the collaboration of faculty, administrators, coordinators, and facilitators. All of the curriculum that is produced is the intellectual property of the instructional creators. The purpose of distance education within the College of Pharmacy is to offer the effective use of academic technologies to advance learning with the healthcare profession. As nice as it would be for all of technology to work at all times, it doesn't necessarily happen that way all the time. The instructional design and development, the technological instructional support for the classroom, and multimedia technologies is created to foster and facilitate excellence within the blended format, but sometimes there are glitches and unforeseen technological issues that interfere with the educational goals of the college. To minimize technology breakdown issues, the College of Pharmacy employs a team of highly trained technicians that are available throughout all live video broadcasts in the control booth.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Dewey, and I'm talking with Genevieve Hale, who is one of our College of Pharmacy P3 students. Genevieve, thank you for coming today.
Thank you.
And thanks for speaking with us. So I asked you here today because Mrs. Kincaid and I wanted to get an idea from a student's perspective of what it is like to attend NOVA's College of Pharmacy hybrid learning format. Would you mind sharing some of your thoughts with us on that?
Sure. Well, one advantage I think that's really big with the webcasting and the hybrid learning that you suggest is there's a lot of networking opportunities. You know, we have the Puerto Rico campus, the West Palm campus, and the Davie campus, and a lot of organizations such as APHA, FSHP, and the list goes on, they are at all the different sites. So especially with the Davie and the West Palm students, it gives us an opportunity to meet our fellow classmates and future colleagues, whether it's there or here because of these events that we all work together at. And also with our professors being at both places, if we ever wanted to go down there or they wanted to come up here, that's also an advantage. So the main thing I think is there is a great networking opportunity with this type of learning.
So then you pretty much get 2 or 3 schools for the price of one.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So that would be an advantage. Can you share maybe a disadvantage of technology?
Yeah, a big disadvantage is the technology, especially Florida. We're in the tropical climates with big storms. Sometimes the broadcasting goes down, and we have Tegrity, which is kind of like a backup system in case something like this happens. It records all of our lectures for us, and even sometimes then that doesn't work. So then the professors either have to redo their entire lecture, or we miss out. So.
Wow.
That's a big
I'm
disadvantage.
here with Dr. Catherine Harrington. She is one of the professors within the College of Pharmacy at the Palm Beach campus for Nova Southeastern University. Dr. Harrington, what would you say are some of the successes that you've seen within the distance learning environment here at the College of Pharmacy?
Well, certainly the school was a pioneer in the for the synchronous, the live and distance broadcast type of education. They were able to do it and cover great distances. So, for example, it gives the Ponce students an opportunity to go to pharmacy school that they normally would not have had. So it definitely extends the reach of the program. You know,
Definitely,
to them.
definitely. And then, in your experience, what would you say some of the challenges might be for this type of learning environment?
Well, and from the instructor's point of view, I think there's always a baseline frustration with the technology. It's improved over time, but it still can be an issue because of and cause disruptions, you know, as it goes down. And they have backup systems to help. So it's improving, but it's not ideal. And then what happens is the nature of the learning modes that can be successfully applied, I think, is a little limited. We tend to really focus on doing big lecture hall type of activities and less applied types of activities, or it might be more of the big versus small in our situation and maybe have nothing to do with the distance. But because we've expanded using distance, that in turn has led to class sizes being bigger. So I guess that would be the second thing.
Would you say that having interaction and engagement with the students might cause some challenges when you're, for instance, if you're lecturing and there's 3 sites involved? Do you feel that there's issues in terms of interaction?
I do think that it occurs. It can be, you can get around that by using actually some of those tools that they use, you know, some of the clicker technology or some of the other tools that could be implemented.
If you wouldn't mind, just kind of explain a little bit about the clicker technology.
Well, there is a system where you can do polling, automatic polling. so that the students have a device, a handheld device, and they can respond to questions.
So you could almost do like a pop quiz and use the clickers for
In
them
fact,
to
some of the
input their
classes,
answers.
some of the classes actually do quizzing that way. But mostly, I tend to use it for just to, you know, extend engagement, get people thinking and talking.
Mm-hmm.
The difficulty is you know, if you're not face to face, you don't have the nonverbals. It's essentially you have to really be aware of that and understand that you're, you know, missing part of that communication. Although we've tried to get around that because we do have the camera view. Although it's mostly pointed at the instructor, not the student.
That's true. So if you're the instructor and you are, you know, you can see the distance sight, but you probably don't, like if a student asks a question, the camera wouldn't necessarily be on that student.
That's correct.
So you might hear some intonation, but you wouldn't see any hand gesture, you wouldn't see facial expression.
That's correct.
Interesting.
So you're gonna, you know, you're gonna just miss that part of it. So that requires, a lot of times we have to repeat questions. You know, you use those techniques of repeating back and making sure it's clear what the question was, and then did they understand the answer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Would you say, in terms of getting feedback to students, do you feel that you're able to provide that just as well in a distance learning environment as you would be in a face-to-face environment?
Well, I mean, feedback in terms of when they say respond to a question and answer, I think the feedback is, it can be adequately done, you know, via distance education. What you don't have with the distance students, you know, is the after the class kind of discussions that can go on. So with the distance students, what people try to do is make sure they make themselves available separately outside the classroom for those sorts of things. If there's an issue of disruptive behavior, you have to rely on people at the other sites, you know, to deal with that. You can't deal with that yourself.
That's true.
Sitting here with Maren Enos, one of our third-year pharmacy students, and I wanted to ask you, one of the things that kind of keeps coming up as we do our research into distance education is how do we work to engage our students and make our curriculum more interactive. And I was told that there's a kind of, what do you call it?
A format, an engaging format.
Yeah, or there's a concept that some of the professors are using, and it's called Think, Pair, Share. Would you mind explaining that a little bit?
Okay, the Think, Pair, Share is something that we started this year, and it's with the therapeutics course. And it's basically something where you are given a whole bunch of questions, and then you are working in groups. But when it comes to the think part, it's where you work on your own. The questions that they put up is you basically have to think about the answers, use your own. You have to think.
You have to think for a few minutes on your own.
On your own, yes. And then when the time's up, you have to pair up with the group, and then you discuss the answers with the group. And since everybody is thinking on their own, you might come up with different sides, like different answers, and then you share the answers with the group. And then when it comes to the share part, that's when you share with the whole class.
Hello, my name is Doey Kincaid, and I'm the coordinator for Student Services and Recruitment for the College of Pharmacy at the Palm Beach campus. Today is a special day for our first year P1 students. Today is the white coat ceremony.
and strive for high ideals, teamwork, and unity within the profession in order to provide optimal patient care. Dedication to excellence. This will require an ongoing reassessment.
Thank you for joining us on our journey of discovery about the NSU College of Pharmacy. We hope that you've gained some insight into the inner workings of a unique distance education application. We also hope that you have seen the challenges and triumphs of our learning platform.
The health professions are constantly changing, and academic programs must work hard to keep pace with the innovations and the discoveries that occur on a daily basis. We must also strive to stay on the cutting edge of technology and the latest teaching advancements so that we can maintain our accreditation and continue the tradition of excellence in education here at Nova Southeastern University.
Let's do one more time, and then we'll do a headshot.
Oh, wasn't that fun?
That was so enlightening!
Oh my gosh, I've learned so much today.
Me too. And we work here.
Always learning.
The unique distance education application. We also hope that you have seen the challenges.
Oh, really? Wow.